Beneath the cliffs of Darrenhold, where the sea beat endlessly against black stone, stood a lighthouse that hadn't been lit in over 50 years. The villagers called it the Silent Torch, for no flame had burned in its glass crown since the old keeper vanished. One stormy night, ships gave the coast wide berth, fearing its jagged rocks and the stories that clung like seaweed to the tower's base. But Ellen, a young woman with a heart tuned to restless mysteries, couldn't ignore the whispers she'd grown up hearing. They said the keeper had walked into the sea carrying a lantern that never went out, and that on moonless nights the rocks glowed faintly with his light, as though he still guided lost sailors from beneath the waves. One dusk, when the tide drew back farther than she had ever seen, Ellen ventured to the foot of the lighthouse. Its iron door, rusted but not locked, groaned open. Inside, she found a spiral stair thick with dust and gull feathers, yet the air smelled faintly of salt and burning oil. Each step echoed as if the tower remembered every boot that had climbed it. At the top, the glass chamber stood unbroken. A lantern rested on the pedestal where the great flame once burned, though it was not the tower's old beacon. This one was small, hand-sized, its brass frame warm to the touch though no fire burned inside. When Ellen lifted it, a soft glow spread, pale as moonlight. Through the glass walls she saw the sea below Rithwith, light shapes moving like sails and shadows, swirling like drowned voices. The glow from the lantern seemed to answer them, and for a moment she felt the pull of the tide urging her outward, as if footsteps waited on the waves. But Ellen did not step down. Instead, she hung the lantern where the beacon should be. At once, its glow flared. Not fire, but a steady silver radiance that swept across the horizon. Out at sea, gulls wheeled and ships' bells rang faintly as if in gratitude. From that night on, the Silent Torch was no longer silent. Mariners claimed they saw not fire but a ghostly shimmer guiding them past the cliffs. The villagers, who once feared the tower, left offerings at its base: shells, lantern wicks, and little boats carved from driftwood. As for Ellen, she kept her watch. Some said she had become the new keeper, though none ever saw her leave. And when storms rose and the sea roared like a beast, those who dared look toward the lighthouse swore they saw not one, but two figures in the glow, one with the lantern, and one with the sea at his feet, side by side, guiding the lost home.